Y'all hear that? That little bump you see right there in the light? Those eyes? That's a freaking porcupine chewing on the shelter. Listen to that. Get out of here. Look at him. Look at those teeth. Never seen nothing like that. Get out of here. Craziest journey I've ever been on. Right there's what that big old booger was just chewing. Unbelievable. Dave, you were right. Never even seen a porcupine. Dang if they don't sit here and chew up this shelter. Alright y'all, it's day 77. It's May the 3rd. It's about 5 minutes before 6 o'clock. I'm going to be on the trail by 6:30. So yesterday it ended up being about 29 because I had to go back up to, I think it's 44 to start the trail there yesterday out of Salisbury, because that's where I stopped. So I wanted to make up those miles in between 44 and 41. And then it was 27. It's about 28 actually from that second road crossing to here. Rough, but good, like beautiful views. It's amazing how that's what I remember more so than the 15 times I fell and the broken pole and everything else. So anyway, it was a rough day. I'm sore. Feet held up really good. But man, I think I banged my shin, my left shin, on one of the falls. And it's like my wife said, you're not going to know how bad things are until you get to camp and you stop moving. And she was right, man. I seized up. My butt seized up from where I fell on it. My left elbow is freaking screaming right now. Anyway, we're surviving, and we're going to go today. We're going to go hard and fast. Probably not. Alright, so let me tell you about last night real quick. Leonard Shelter. This is a cool place. I'm just panning around. I love the visuals here. Aesthetically, one of my favorite shelters. Look at these rocks back here. There's a creek just 50 yards right down there, maybe even 25 yards. It's pretty awesome. Even though the creek's stained a little bit, water tastes fine. It has 4 bunks, and then it has an upper level up here too. So plenty of room for plenty of people. The problem is the damn porcupines. So the trail porcupines don't play here. My suggestion, I just see one of my socks laying on the ground. Damn porcupine. It's probably chewing on it or peeing on it all night. So my suggestion, if you don't have to stay here, don't stay here. Dave will get a kick out of this because he told me about the porcupines chewing up all the wood. I'm like, are you being serious? Like a porcupine chewing on woods? Man, I don't know. First time I ever saw a porcupine was 1 o'clock in the morning last night. And he's hilarious, man. He's huge. And there's probably more than one. And they hang out underneath the shelter and you can hear them walking around. They were making all kinds of just crazy screamy noises. And he kept sticking his head. He kept trying to climb up here. And I'd hear him climb up. And he would get up on this level right here, the floor. And I'd shine my light on him. And then he'd come over here, hook his little arms around both sides of this and shimmy down this, back down to the ground. Right over my poles. Probably peed on my poles all night. Yeah, and then I showed y'all last night where he was sitting there chewing. Right here. Those are his fresh teeth marks. Just gnawing on that wood, eating the hell out of it. That shelter is torn apart from chew marks. And they can climb. The chew marks go all the way to the damn roof. Crazy. Never seen anything like that. What an experience. Otherwise, I don't know if I want a tent. I think tenting would have been a better option had I got here early enough. Because they ain't going to come chew on your tent, I'm hoping. And just leave them at the damn shelter. And I know Dave and them are trying to get it to where there are not so many of them here. So anyway, it's 4 minutes long. I got to get this wrapped up. Today, we're at mile marker 15:27. I don't know where I'm going, man. Again, my 25 miles does not work out here. I'm gonna have to either do 30, or I can stay at a hotel just 0.1 off the trail at 27-ish or 26-ish. So I might do that, man. I don't know. We'll see how I feel later on. I know it's gonna be raining like hell on Friday, so I gotta figure something out. I'll be thinking through that today. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get on the go. Hike a day in May. Get it put together. Get your family out there, yourself out there, you and your spouse out there, and let's get at it. Let's show the world that. Let's show the world how good this community is, and we can go out and take care of ourselves and take care of it. And I would also offer, we should, if you can, take a trash bag with you as you're walking. And if you can pick up some trash and some litter and make the community a little bit better wherever you're walking, or the trail a little bit better wherever you're walking, try to do that too, man. It's just going to make you feel better at the end of the day, and it makes the world better. Deuces. All right, y'all. It is 9:55, 3 hours into the hike, about 8 miles. Not as fast as I'd like to go. Nursing a shin, left shin right now. Not necessarily, I think we talked about it, but not necessarily believing it's a shin splint. But I think I overextended my foot yesterday on one of the major falls, and I think it was the one I broke my pole on. It flexed way down. So I think that just, and I guess it's kind of like a shin splint. It just knotted up afterwards, and I didn't feel it for a while because I doped up on some Motrin and some Advil. And then once that wore off, I recognized and realized what I did. So anyway, just trying to not walk too fast on it and keep it from bending down because it hurts like hell. And walked in pretty good today. I've enjoyed it. I'm not going to film as much starting now, so man, I think LTE service is going to get fewer and far between, so I don't want to have to upload 30-minute videos, and that's my fault. I just like to talk, man. I like to give y'all what's in my head, but I'm going to have to pull back on that a little bit, I think. We'll see. All right, y'all, just met Scott on the trail, came out. Scott, why you out here?
Oh, just come spread some magic. It was a great day. It's roughly my backyard, so
awesome.
Took advantage of it.
Appreciate it, buddy. I'm about to chug this down on my way. I'm a little behind today, so we're going to get going. But Scott, it was really good. I'm glad you came out, buddy.
Oh, nice, of course, of course.
All right, y'all, I've been dealing with trying to upload this video all day, and we're just in an area where it ain't no good, and it's killing my phone battery and one of my external batteries, so I'm knocking it off. Feeling like a diva because I've been dealing with some other stuff too. Got a red swollen spot on my left shin, so hoping it ain't cellulitis. I'm still walking on it, so it's all good. But feeling like a diva, so now it's time for the hazelnut Snickers. Never had one, about to try it. It's my go-to food when I'm feeling sad. All right, y'all, it's 4:17, 16:17 for the military folk. I am at mile 23-ish. There just happens to be this little hotel right here. Oh, and I'm at overall mile 1549.7, so right at 1550, which is where I should be for my second 25, obviously. So I am stopping here for the night. My shin is killing me. Oh, we're at the Berkshires, or is it Shires? Georgia boy. And my shin is killing me, so. All right, y'all. I'm gonna close down day 77. I didn't do a lot of filming today. Didn't know how today was gonna turn out, but what I do know is that at least the way the trail has been routed, a little bit yesterday and almost all of today is we're not going to hit those good LTE spots much. Hopefully that'll change. We got some towns coming up, but I know when we get to Vermont, New Hampshire, I'm just going to have to probably be a couple of days behind and post when I get to town. But just so y'all know, man, like to my own detriment today, I was trying to get that video up. Almost burned my whole 13,000 milliamp battery trying to keep my phone charged so it'll do it when it's uploading. Man, it just sucks down the battery power. So just know I'm trying, and if there ain't a video posted, it's because it can't happen. Alright, I'm currently at mile marker 1549.7. I'm at the hotel, for those of you following, that is 0.1 east of the trail. And this was a godsend. This worked out well, because this is the exact mileage I'm supposed to be at after day 2 on my trek to my next town. And man, it's a decent little room for $60. Yeah, I was happy I found this, because if not, I was going to have to go another frickin' 8 miles to get to the next shelter. And man, I don't know if that was going to happen today. Update on my shin. Man, I don't know. I know when I fell a few times yesterday. I know I fell one time on my shin. Same time that I hit my elbow really hard. In fact, it was the same time that I broke my pole. So I got up today. It was hurting yesterday when I got into the shelter. Probably the last 4 hours. It felt a lot like a shin splint, but a little bit different. I've had plenty of shin splints before, especially in the Marine Corps at Paris Island, man. So a little bit like a shin splint, but the problem with it this morning is it started swelling a little bit and turning red. If you touch it right now, though, it's not like fiery hot red yet, so that's good. Some of the swelling's gone down since I've been in the hotel room and have it elevated. So anyway, we're going to see. I'll go over what the plan is the next couple of days here in just 1 second. Alright, so tomorrow, well, let's see some key takeaways from today. Start at Leonard Shelter. Y'all heard a little bit. You saw, hopefully, I don't know how good that video is going to come out of that stinking porcupine that would not leave me alone last night. I got no sleep, but anyway, I digress. That's a nice shelter, but I would not stay in that shelter with those damn animals there, man. You will not sleep. Started heading north. I'm just looking. The ledges at 1531. Get some decent views there, even though there's some pine trees, there's some fir trees overhanging the ledges. It kind of block your view a little bit. And today, man, it kept clouding up and raining, and then it'd be sunny again. Kind of aggravating, and seemed like it was always cloudy and rainy when I was near a view. The other thing I've noticed in Massachusetts, and it's just my bad luck, is there aren't a ton of shelters or campsites, but it always seems like they're kind of close together, and there's this big giant gap. And by giant gap, I just mean 10, 12 miles. And that's not really a big giant gap, but it's just falling on my mileages this time, so it just ain't working out well. But this hotel worked out good, and the plan for the next few days is going to be good. Alright, so let's go over that. So, Joe S. Has volunteered. He's going to, well, and then he volunteered to give me a ride from Massachusetts up to Bennington, Vermont tomorrow. He's a retired guy, and just so nice I can't even express it in words. And then he called back later and was like, "Hey man, you want a slack pack since your leg's a little messed up?" I told him I can't let him do that, man. He's doing too much already, but he's going to come here at 7 o'clock in the morning and grab my stuff, and I'm going to slack pack to either Dalton. We're going to see how the leg's doing. I'm either going to stop at Dalton, or if the leg's good, I'm going to go on and do 27 to Cheshire. And the only reason I want to do that is because I got a slack pack and come back down and catch up with what I didn't do. And I'd rather just go to Cheshire than all the way back down to Dalton. But I will do whichever that I need to. So he's going to drive me up tomorrow to Bennington tomorrow night after I get done hiking. I'm going to check in there. It's going to be pouring on Friday, so I'm going to see how my leg's doing. If it's doing better, then I'm going to slack pack. I'm going to start catching back up some of those miles, and I've already got a plan worked out for up there. So I won't need any support from you guys. I have it kind of internal with the hotel. And then I'm going to stay that night at the hotel. I'm going to slack pack again tomorrow if I need to make up any more miles, or on Saturday I mean. And then hopefully by Saturday morning, or, man, I'm all confused on my dates. By Sunday morning, I'll be heading northbound out of there is the goal. And that way, so the whole point is, Van, during that pouring rain and with my leg, just to get that weight off my back, try to let my leg heal but still get in the miles. That's the goal. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, the last thing is I'm going to go to emergency care or whatever if my leg didn't get any better on Friday. I'll do that first thing in the morning and then try to get some slack packing in unless they tell me not to. Alright, y'all, that's the plan. Sorry it took me a while to get the video out. Y'all might as well just come to grips with it, because it's coming anyway. Most of y'all did pretty good. Some of y'all were funny in your comments. Massachusetts has beat me up. But I'm not giving in. We're going to keep going. It's a pretty cool state. Trail was kind of routed weird today. Not the routing of the trail, but just a lot of marshlands and a lot of the elevation that you climb. There really wasn't any views, but man, it is what it is. I'm still privileged and really grateful to be out here. Alright, y'all, we will catch y'all in the morning. Oh, and as always, my wife was awesome today as she was trying to help me out, and I was getting frustrated because the damn video wouldn't load. And anyway, she's a saint. I'm gonna sneak into heaven on her coattails. I love you, babe, and to Caleb and my two baby girls, I love y'all too. And we will, yeah, deuces. We'll see y'all tomorrow.